Well, from your credit cards that have revolving interest rates right to car loans, they'll all be going up with the move today by the Federal Reserve to try and slow down inflation. The key interest rate that drives spending and borrowing was raised again. The increase is also historic. ABC News shows us the impact on all of us.
Determined to tamp down the skyrocketing inflation, the Federal Reserve once again and for the fourth time this year raising interest rates 3/4 of a point.
We're trying to do just the right amount, right? We're not trying to have a recession, and we don't think we have to. We think that there's a path for us to be able to bring inflation down while sustaining a strong labor market.
Americans have been feeling the strain of inflation, the cost of everything from groceries to gas consistently getting more expensive. Tracy Weatherby at the Second Harvest Food Bank in San Jose, California, sees the impact every day. She says they're now serving about 450,000 people each month, some 50,000 more than in January.
This kind of inflation, it is really impacting people's budgets. And 60% of the people that we serve have less than $100 in savings.
And while there's hope the Fed's moves will eventually bring prices down, it also means the cost of borrowing is going up. Take, for example, credit cards. If you're carrying the average balance of about $5,000, making minimum monthly payments, the rate hike will cost you nearly $300 in additional interest to pay it off.
My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation.
Relief from Washington could come soon. President Joe Biden releasing a statement today after Senators Chuck Schumer and Joe Manchin reached a deal on the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. The president saying the agreement will lower the cost of prescription drugs and health care for 13 million Americans. For now, the White House is working to calm fears about an approaching recession ahead of the latest GDP report set for release on Thursday.
The way that we see is that we are not currently in a recession or a pre-recession.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.